Welcome back everyone, NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Epic Picks, number 11, my favorite number right there on the cassette. This is going to be a request by JK. Thank you so much, and for also making me aware of that this is going to be very lyrically heavy. I'll have them pulled up, and I just love Neil Young's stuff. Everything I've ever heard about it from him may be acoustic stuff, more on the softer side, the singer-songer, but also his electric guitar work and just his rock stuff, being like the godfather of grunge. I love that whole thing, and the story. The last one that I did was just an amazing video. I loved it. Yeah, check out our Neil Young reactions. There's quite a few on the channel. If you're new, please like and subscribe, all that good stuff, that all every content creator tells you, but it does really help out, to grow the channel, and the videos get viewed more, of course, all that good stuff. But yeah, today we're gonna react from the album Freedom, Crime in the City, and this is 60 to 0 part 1, Freedom from 1989. Awesome. And yeah, again, thank you so much, Jacob, for sponsoring this. Everyone, thank you for being here. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with the video, because sometimes I do take about 6-7 minutes just to introduce the song. I'm gonna try and avoid that a little bit just to move it on. It says here, Neil Young, the king of long jams. It's Crime in the City from Freedom 89. And then might want to pull up the lyrics. They're kind of like Bob Dylan at the most surreal. Thank you so much, Jake. I appreciate it. So here we go. Without further ado, let's give it up for Mr. Neil Young. All right. Okay, I had to pull them up. Yeah, they're not on Spotify.
Well, the cop made the showdown. He was sure he was right.
That voice, man.
He had all of the lowdown from the bank heist last night. His best friend was a robber, and his wife was a thief. All the children were killers. They couldn't get no relief. The bungalow was surrounded when a voice loud and clear said, "Come on out with your hands up, or we'll blow you out of here." There was a face in the window. The TV cameras rolled. They cut to the announcer, and the story was told.
I'm loving this, man. His voice is so good. I mean, it's honestly ridiculous. He has such a cool, and serene vibe, that this music gives me. I love the rhythm guitar. It's so like Dire Straits. It's almost like I know he is an amazing, accomplished player, and I love those bends with that delay on there, a little bit of reverb. Beautiful, man. Just like those nice, vibrato like bends. Perfect, man. Freaking perfect. Just like this whole setup, two chords, I think, so far. I didn't really pay attention, but just beautiful. Great music, great lyrics, and I just hope they go on forever. Yes, awesome. Great story. That effect.
just looked at the producer. The producer sat back. He said, what we have got here is a perfect track, but we don't have a vocal and we don't have a song. If we could get these things accomplished, nothing else could go wrong. So he balanced the ashtray as he picked up the phone and said, send me a songwriter who's drifted far from home, and make sure that he's hungry.
Shh, dude.
Make sure he's alone. Send me a cheeseburger and a new Rolling Stone.
The magazine?
Yeah.
Wow. I love this, man. Like, you know, send me a songwriter, like a drifter, you know, who's far away from home. Make sure he's hungry and alone, you know. So we get like the worst, you know, just like the most, you know, because I guess, you know, someone who's struggling will always give you, you know, the toughest stuff, you know, like they want to capture that, but it's harsh, you know, but it is, you know, I guess that's true. There's people who literally, I've heard some stuff by guitar players that go on this crazy diet, you know, they only drink water, distilled water. I think Steve Vai did it. And he was just in this like zone because he was like not eating. And so he was just thinking clear. I know this is not the intention here. Here the intention is to get someone who's like messed up, but you can do this, you know, you can fast and get yourself into like this different reality. Really, really awesome. I've actually tried it. You know, go without eating 2-3 days and you're gonna think very straight. The reverb on the sax.
There's still crime in the city, said the cop on the beat. I don't know if I can stop it. I feel like meat on the street. They paint my car like a target. I take my orders from fools. Meanwhile, some kid blows my head off. Well, I play by their rules. That's why I'm doing it my way. I took the law in my hands. So here I am in the alleyway. A wad of cash in my pants. I get paid by a 10-year-old. He says he looks up to me. There's still crime in the city, but it's good to be free.
What a great recording, man. Holy shit. Sorry, man.
From a family that has a broken home. Sometimes I talk to Daddy on the telephone. When he says that he loves me, I know that he does. But I wish I could see him. I wish I knew where he was. That's the way all my friends are, except maybe one or two. Sometimes I'm good, then I'm bad. Although my home has been broken, it's the best home I ever had. Well, I keep getting younger. My life's been funny that way. Before I ever learned to talk, I forgot what to say.
So good.
I sass back to my mom. I sass back to my teacher. I got thrown out of Bible school for sassing back at the preacher. Then I grew up to be a fireman. Put out every fire in town. Put out anything smoking. But when I put the hose down, the judge sent me to prison. Gave me life without parole. Wish I never put the hose down. Wish I never got old.
Wow, man. Wow, man. What a song. Damn, man. Neil Young. What a master. What a master of songwriting. And the story about this, I'm sure a lot of people know this, but I'm just going to, for newer people or younger people that are getting into, Neil, Crime in the City would first be performed and recorded with 12 verses as 60-0. And he wrote the song in 1988 while sailing in the Pacific. Are you serious? It's like by himself. I was in the middle of the ocean. I was sailboat sailing to Hawaii. That is ballsy, I don't know if I could do that, I mean, maybe if I'd learn how to sail, but by myself. I've been out at sea almost 10 days, about halfway over there. So it takes 20 days to sail to Hawaii. I hadn't seen anybody for about 8 days, no planes, no other boats, just the horizons. I was pretty spacey out there by then. In one night, I wrote 3 songs: Ordinary People, 60-0, and Days That Used to Be. That is amazing, because that's the stuff you have to do. You have to get somewhere where nothing, no TV, no radio, no internet, nothing. Just you and your guitar, and obviously, if you have it, if you can do it nowadays, maybe a computer. But without internet, but where you can, plug yourself in, record, piece of paper, a pen, write that stuff down, and maybe a chord book. I don't know, just to, if you run out of chords. This was amazing. I love his voice, man. There's something about it. It is, on the higher spectrum. I love that, man. He has such a beautiful voice, man. And I'm just so happy that he decided to do this. I said this in another video, you know, we're so lucky that these artists, you know, they could have been, I don't know, you know, lawyers or a delivery guy, whatever, you know. No, but they decided to go and create music and give us the gift of music, and this is how we get rich, you know, because of them. Because the music they give us, you know, this is a wonderful track, a wonderful performance. It literally, I would have to check if it was a live recording. It has that live sound to it, you know. It's like it seems like it was recorded live. It has that delay, I don't know, that echo, you know, between the microphone and him and the guitar. I mean, maybe the guitar does sound plugged in, but it sounded like an entire band, you know, beautifully played. Definitely a favorite one here. Like, I just love longer songs. I've always been into like instrumentals and or longer songs, progressive rock, and I just enjoy it because with commercial stuff, it's like as soon as it gets good, it's already over, you know. It's like, I've said that hundreds of times. Why didn't this last longer, this song? Why is there a fade out at the best part almost, you know? And this is what I enjoy about these longer takes, these epic takes. But yeah, this was wonderful. Thank you so much, JK. I know how much people love you know, Neil Young on the channel. This is obviously going to get a lot of love, and please let us know in the comments what did you like the most, you know, about the lyrics. I kind of didn't understand at the end why, when he, you know, when he says I put the hose down and I got live in prison. I wish I never gotten old, or I don't know what kind of metaphor he meant with that. Like, let me know. I mean, I could look it up, but where's the fun in that? That's the interaction between me and, you know, the person who's watching. But man, I just love the way he solos so beautifully and so elegantly, you know, very slow. And that's the beauty of playing slow, you know. Once you get that, once you're into that, and you can spend years, you know, a decade, you know, practicing your scales and your speed and your alternate picking and your legato, and you get it perfectly. In the end, you know, it's so funny because nobody really appreciates that at all. You know, it's so funny. And when you play one note with a perfect bend, you know, like a perfect pitch, and you hold it there and your vibrato is on point, that's when people say, oh, he can really play. It's so funny, man. Like, you know, I could play, I don't know, you know, I could play the craziest solo in front of a person and they would be like, okay, I guess that was interesting. And then you can play one chord and you can just, you know, somebody falls out of the chair, because, you know, that's the simplicity of music. Sometimes is crazy how we perceive music. And of course, I mean, I'm not saying that fast music, and I love to play fast and I love to listen to virtuosos and all that stuff, but sometimes when I listen to this, I'm like, yeah, I get why these people make way more money than, you know, the shredders, or, you know, the guitar players who just play instrumental, you know, classical, you know, metal and stuff like that, classical influenced stuff. It's just because it is what it is, you know. It's like this music just grabs you in a different way. But yeah, it's fun to be able to enjoy it all, you know, to take it all in. But yeah, again, thank you so much, Neil Young, man. Freedom, what an album. I can't wait to listen to more. That's what I would love to do, an album like this, maybe on Patreon, a full one. If you ever want a request by Neil Young, I would totally do this. I would love to. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it. Please, like I said, like the video if you enjoyed, dislike it if it sucked, all that good stuff. Leave a comment if you think you want to, and subscribe if you feel like it as well. So again, thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next one.